We can
Hi,
hear you now. Go ahead.
hi. I'm French. I'm from France.
That's so awesome, Beverly. It's so nice to meet you. Bonjour. Or bonsoir, je pense.
Bonjour. Oui, bonsoir. Yes. What are your projects after Degrassi?
Right now, I don't have any projects lined up. I'm mainly focusing on school. But yeah, I guess I've got to start thinking about it soon because Claire's gonna graduate next year, I guess. It's weird. Beverly, do you have another question? And don't forget to unmute Beverly.
How to evolve your friendly relation with Monroe for all its years side by side?
Sorry, could you just repeat that?
Um, how to evolve your relationships with Monroe?
Oh, your relationship with Monroe. Just like our friendship, like if it's how I value. I just missed the first part of your question. So do you want me to
What?
just talk about our friendship? I don't know.
Sorry, I don't
No.
understand.
Um, qu'est-ce que tu veux? Est-ce que tu veux que je parle de notre euh, de,
You go, girl.
de combien d'années que nous
Votre
sommes
amitié,
amis ou
votre amitié en fait, votre amitié.
L'amitié. Okay, yeah. So our friendship in general is really great. I'm so glad that he joined the show because I worked with him when we were quite young. When I was 10 and he was 13, we played twins, and that was a little weird. I mean, he always makes jokes about how I was the more mature one at that time, and I probably was. But I mean, he was really nice. He was like an older brother on that show, and then him coming onto this show, we had a really good time going straight in. We had a pre-existing relationship that made everything so easy working with the Eli and Claire storyline, and we've built on that, and I'm really glad that we're still friends. I really value this friendship, and I hope that we're still friends after we're off the show.
These are
Thanks.
great questions,
Yeah,
guys.
thanks for the question.
Yeah.
Beverly, do you
Um,
have a question?
um, who you inspired to become an actress?
Who inspired me to become an actress?
Ouais.
This is gonna sound funny, but I didn't actually have an inspiration per se. Both my parents are actors, and they started out in theater. They've been acting for 30 years each, and so when I was little, I did like a diaper commercial with my mom at 7 months old, and then my parents thought that it'd probably be best to let me out of the business to decide for my own when I wanted to come back in, if I ever did. And but then, of course, as actors, when you go to an audition, it's only about 15 minutes in a room, and this Toronto's pretty small, so it's only like half an hour, and you can't get a babysitter for half an hour. So I would usually go with them, and I would sit in the audition room, really quiet in the corner, and just watch them audition. And slowly, it just sort of became a thing. I was used to it. That was my life. My parents were actors. It was just normal to me, and somehow through someone I ended up being in a commercial and then another commercial, and I got an agent, and it's been rolling since then. As a child, it was really just an extracurricular for me. I would go to school, I would go to dance, I would go to work. It didn't really seem like a job or a passion until into my early teens, when I really realized suddenly, when I didn't have a job, I was just itching to work, and I just wanted to get some work and do anything. And that's when I really realized that's what I had to do for my life, because I just love it too much to let it go. But I wish I had like one of those moments where I said, that's my inspiration. I want to do that. That person made me do it. I didn't have that. I've fell into it, and I was lucky enough to still like it. But sorry, that was a really complicated answer, but thank you for your question, Beverly. It was really cool.
Go ahead, Beverly. Don't unmute yourself first.
Could you leave a message in French for your French fan?
Yes. Let's see about this. Okay. I get stressed out speaking French under pressure. Okay. Merci beaucoup pour regarder Degrassi et j'espère que tu vas aimer la saison prochaine. Ça va être très excitant, je pense. Well, thank you. I know.
All right, we're going to jump back. Will be, you can follow us on our Google Plus page, and that's where we'll be reading all your comments. So if you add us into your circles, we'll be able to comment and message with you guys. And that's, our page is google.com/+Degrassi, and I'm sorry to make all these plugs, but this is actually how we're going to be able to get in touch with you, so we can get in touch with you guys, so we can add you to our circles and join, have these awesome hangouts with you guys. So thank you again to everybody that's tuning in, and thank you, Aislinn, again so much. And Bev,
Thanks,
we saw that. If you want to we'll just shoot that to Bev really quick. You wanted to do that?
Thanks, Bev. Thank you for joining us. Merci.